Hello everyone, Moo here with part 2 of our introduction to Marvel Tsum Tsum. We're going to pick up right where we left off with the last video, so let's go straight into the Zoom menu. And as you can see, unlike Disney Tsum Tsum, it's no longer just one Zoom that you can select. You have teams of 3. Now, your leader Zoom is the only one you get to play with in the games themselves, but your support Zooms on either side of him do have their own skills, their own abilities, and they do affect the way your leader works. But let's pick up where we left off in the last video, and that is explaining luck. So if we click on our friend Venom here, you can see that he has a luck of 99. Now, in Disney Tsum Tsum, every time you got a duplicate box, or capsule as they are called in Marvel Tsum Tsum, you would gain additional skills towards your Zoom's skill ability. So the thing that he or she used to clear more Zooms off the screen. Now, in Marvel Tsum Tsum, you no longer acquire Zooms by getting duplicate boxes. When you do get a duplicate box, you gain luck. So one duplicate box gives you 1 luck. And as you saw in the last video, luck determines how many rewards you get at the end. So when you have 99 luck, you get 4 boxes. From the battle bosses. When you're playing with a friend who also has 99 luck, you will each get 7. So they definitely encourage you to play with other people, and that is the main draw to this game. So I can't stress that enough. The fact that you can play with your friends is the absolute main difference, and it's what makes Marvel Tsum Tsum so much more fun, in my opinion. But that is luck. So luck is important because obviously if you have a max luck, you can basically get everything else you need much quicker. So if you have, say, like 10 luck or 1 luck or whatever, you'll get 1 reward, maybe 2 rewards. So when you can play with someone else and you both have 99, you get 7. So you're getting stuff 7 times faster. You can see kind of where I'm going with that. So that is luck. And the best way to get Zooms with 99 luck, which is you can do for free. So the bosses in the battle mode, if you can recall from our first video, they have expiration dates. So for example, you have 18 days to acquire 99 boxes from Red Skull. Now, when you're playing with someone else, it is significantly easier, and their luck will boost the amount of capsules or boxes you can get as well. So essentially, people can rush you through the game by helping you defeat bosses on harder difficulty, and with their luck, you can gain more rewards, and you can get the Zooms to 99 really quickly. So that is another thing I absolutely love about this game. The whole grinding of Disney Tsum Tsum is virtually gone. Because you can play with other people that can help you, and you can basically max a skill, you can max their level, you can get 99 luck in a day or 2 if you really care to play that many hours or whatever. But gone are the days of grinding for months to max out a Zoom like in Disney Tsum Tsum. So do not worry about those expiration times. Again, as I mentioned in the first video, they do cycle in and out, so you will get various bosses every time. So as you can see, Corvus expires in 8 hours. When he expires in 8 hours, they will add another one to the list, and so on and so forth. So if you happen to miss one, you don't get 99 for one or whatever, they will always come back. Don't worry about that. So back to the Zooms. Now we're going to go a little bit into what the HP attack and defense means, and as you can probably already guess, that basically applies just to the boss battles, because the bosses are the only ones that can fight back and beat on you. So that is where HP comes in. Those are your hit points. The more hit points you have, the longer you can stay alive. The more attack you have, the quicker you dish out the pain and kill the bosses. And obviously your defense. So defense refers to how, like, the buffer on top of your HP. So essentially, you can mitigate the amount of HP that is being reduced from each attack. And then you have skill, special, and ability. Skill is your main ability. So like in Disney Tsum Tsum, that one skill that does something. So skill is that ability in Marvel Tsum Tsum. It is the one that charges quickest and the one you can use the most often as a result. The special is essentially a skill as well, but it's harder to charge, but it does a lot more damage or does something very effectively to offset the number of zooms that you need to charge it. And ability is a passive skill. So if we go into ability, which maxes out at level 5 right now, they will increase the cap in the future to 6 for all of the skills. But for now, it's level 5. And you can see here, or maybe you can't, depending on what device you're watching this. So, but if you can see that, at level 5, there's a 30% chance to activate the skill when you do something in the game. In this case, it's to clear 100 zooms. So every 100 zooms you clear, there's a 30% chance that Venom will expand your bomb range. So that is his passive skill. And essentially what that does is, instead of bombs clearing just the surrounding zooms, they basically clear like 25% of your playing area when you blow up that bomb. So the reason these passive abilities are so powerful is because, unlike the main skill of your leader zooms, which are the only ones you can use in-game, the passive abilities carry over from your support zooms. So you can have 3 passive abilities in each game. That gives you a huge range of choices for customizing your zooms and how they work together, how they synergize, in other words, and the kind of attributes they have. So, if a boss does fire damage, you can get a zoom that has a passive ability that gives you like a shield against fire damage. So, the possibilities are endless. You can be really creative with this. You can basically find new and interesting ways to defeat your enemies and really put the hurt on them. And that is another main reason why I think this game is really, really fun, because just the amount of customization and options that they give you, it really adds to the replay value of this game. So that is what the abilities do. That is how the special skill and the regular skill work. Obviously, HP, attack, defense is self-explanatory. And now level. So the level cap is also level 50 here. But again, you don't have to grind each zoom to level 50 in order to do really well as far as score goes. Because keep in mind, you get to select 3 of the zooms that play in each game. So it's no longer totally random. If you just max the 3 that you use most to 50, then you already have 3 level 50 zooms in the game that will give you that huge score boost. So in Disney Tsum Tsum, it's always really random which zooms get added to your game. So your main zoom could be level 50, but then you get a bunch of level 7s in your game that totally screw up your score. So you have a lot more control in Marvel Tsum Tsum in that regard as well. And the way you level them is, let's pick one we don't have maxed yet. So Bengal is one I have that's relatively new. So you can see he's only skill 3. Now, as you saw from the previous video, when we defeated Goblin, we got certain rewards. Now, some of those rewards were boosters. And boosters you can use to basically level your zoom to 50 whenever you choose. So it takes like a couple minutes to just keep pressing these buttons just to level him up. So let's do that now. So I just used a couple boosters to get him to level 4, and now I'm going to use some more, get him to level 5. Now the cost does exponentially increase based on their level, but it's not significant enough that you can't get a zoom to level 50 in a matter of hours. if that's what you choose. And there you have it. We got them to level 5. So that is how easy. Again, they're removing so much of the grind out of the Disney Tsum Tsum game. I really, really appreciate that. I think they did a fantastic job with this game. So the last thing I want to mention in the second video is how you level their skills up. And that is what all of this has been building up to with the luck and everything. So as you can see, the special ability for Bengal is locked. And how do we unlock that? Well, there are these materials called ISOs. And if you recall from the first video, I said that the end of the stages, the EX missions, give you these white ISOs. Well, that is what you use them for. The white ISOs, you need them to unlock certain of these special abilities. So keep that in mind. Don't just spam them and unlocking everything in sight, because there is a finite amount of them. You can only get them from those EX missions in the stages and from certain events where they give them out as rewards. So they're very rare. Don't waste them. Do a little bit of research on which Zooms are worth investing in. And you can always ask me as well in the comment section as usual, and I'll do my best to guide you in the right direction. But what are those ISOs? Well, let's look at the tutorial here. So as you can see, there are 3 main types of gems and 4 support gems. There is green for blast type, red for power type, and blue for speed type. And what does that even mean? Well, as you saw, each Zoom has a little bubble above their head. That represents their attributes. So P stands for power again, B for blast, S for speed, and this is essentially a Pokemon rock, paper, scissors thing where power beats blast, blast beats speed, speed beats power, and rock, paper, scissors, right? So when you have a Zoom, so if we look at Mephisto here, he is a blast type. Now, when we go to level his skills, what ISO do you need? You need the green one, because the blast type is green, so you need the green gem to level his skills. And that's essentially how it goes. Red for power, blue for speed, and white to unlock their skills. The yellow ones, the purple ones, and the pink ones, you get quite a few of just by playing the game, so you will never really have a huge deficiency with those. I think I have like several thousand of those, where I have like maybe a handful of the other ones. So just to give you an idea. So how do you gain these ISOs to level their skills? Well, again, you can get them from special events, but you can also get them from the bosses in the battle mode. Now, it's always at the very bottom. So scroll to the very bottom, and based on the day of the week, you will see which type of gem you can have a chance to earn. And again, that's based on luck. So if you and your friend both have 99 luck, you have 7 chances to get that gem. So as you can see, on Tuesday and Friday, it's Thor, and he gives you a small chance to get the red ISO. On Sundays is the magic day where Vision can give you one of each color. So it's the assorted ISO day. If you're lucky enough, you can get one of each color every game. But again, if you're lucky enough, and I certainly am not. The other ones are... I can't remember the exact days, but obviously there's 2 days where you get the blue and 2 days when you get the green for speed and the blast type. So that is how you can get the gems. Again, battle mode is your friend. It is the main draw to this game, but it is also the best way to get Zooms maxed out to 99, maxed out to 50, and max their skills without spending a dime for this game. Now that is for the boss Zooms. There's also the regular Zooms like Captain America, Iron Man, you know, all the base zooms, which you can buy from their store, because again, they have to make money too. So just the way that rubies converted to boxes, orbs convert to capsules here. So if you want to get a zoom that is not a boss to 99, you will again have to purchase their boxes with orbs. But just like in Disney Tsum Tsum, there are ways to get orbs just from rewards, from events. So you can take your time with that. You don't have to spend the big dollars. But if you do, thank you very much for supporting this game. It is your money that is keeping it going for the rest of us. So thanks very much in that regard. And that actually covers basically everything I had to say about this game. I was going to go and do a third video, but I covered the materials in this video as well. So there you have it. The pain can end now after only 2 segments. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this kind of gives you a basic idea, a basic introduction to this game. If you require more information outside of the fundamentals, if you want the nitty-gritty math, anything like that, or stay tuned for future gameplay videos that I will post, or ask me directly with your question in the comment section, and I will make sure to get back to you as quickly as I can. Other than that, again, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and see you next time. Bye.